Hi Christmas crew, and welcome back to a special mystery box edition at the Cozy Christmas Cottage. I got a little cozy on the floor here because I have a mystery box of items, kind of like Christmas. It's kind of like a Christmas present. I have no idea what is in this box other than it is all things Christmas themed. I also have Miss Honey hiding behind me down here. Look at her cute little face. So I am so excited about this mystery box challenge for a couple different reasons. First of all, it is the 5-year anniversary of the mystery box challenge hosted by my dear friend Courtney over at Creative on the Cheap. You have no idea the amount of time and coordination and organization and communication that goes into collaborations like this, and the fact that she has been doing it for 5 years now is a pretty big feat. And also, I am so excited to also have been asked by Courtney to host this month's Mystery Box Challenge. And so what that means is I actually got to choose some of the categories of items that everybody in this collaboration has to include in their box. And some of those items are challenge items that are always a little scary, but also a lot of fun to craft with. And there's always a fun twist when it comes to the Mystery Box Challenge. The first one is a random act of kindness. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. And the other twist is because this is the 5-year anniversary of the Mystery Box Challenge, I decided to throw in an extra twist that everyone has to use a birthday candle in one of their projects. So I am just one of the fabulous YouTube creators here, part of this Mystery Box Challenge. Now back to this box here. This was sent to me by Courtney, the host, and then I sent a box over to Whitney over at Whiskey and Wit. So after this video, you'll want to head over to her video and watch. We have a ton. This is like one of the biggest mystery box groups that Courtney's ever had. So there's a lot of Christmas inspiration going on today. So check the description box below to links to that playlist link, and you can head over and keep watching Christmas ideas galore. Now let's dive into this box. So let me talk about this box here first. So one of the challenge items that I picked that I totally regret now is that you also have to craft with the box that your items were sent in, and this is how my box arrived. So we literally just had like 7 inches of rain in 2 days, and so this guy looks like it has just been through the ringer, and now I have to craft with it. So I kind of regret choosing the box as a mystery or a challenge item, but I will figure it out. We're gonna figure this out. All right, so you guys are going to open this box with me. I have not opened it. I have no idea what's in here. And I'm a little scared because Courtney can be a little ruthless sometimes. Dun, dun, dun. I think this is a little different than opening a Christmas present because some of the items could be scary and not necessarily fun, but we're gonna see. Oh. Okay, all right, so I'm actually kind of loving what I'm seeing already. That's what my box looks like so far. And here is something with my name on it. Santa, I know him. Shannon, I'm so happy to have you hosting or participating in this round. I can't wait to see what you create. And in keeping with the theme of kindness, I tried to be kind with the items I picked for the most part. Happy crafting, my friend. Much love, Courtney. She gonna go on the naughty list? All right, and then this was taped to the card, or the card was taped to this. What is it? What is it? Oh my goodness, this is the cutest thing I have ever seen. Oh, that is so sweet. Courtney, even Honey likes it. Oh my gosh. It's like the entrance to the Cozy Christmas Cottage, and she used my logo. You are the sweetest. Absolutely love this. This is gonna go right here on the fireplace. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna cherish that forever. That is so creative. All right, so Honey's trying to get into my box, and Courtney's actually texting me right now. So hi, Courtney. All right, and now, okay, so one of the challenge items was, or one of the items that I picked to put in the box had to be wrapping paper. So this is cute, Rudolph wrapping paper. Also, what is this? Item number 4, my choice. So some snowflake ribbon. Item number 6, my choice. Ooh, I like this. A Christmas tree tray. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm so excited about this. Item number 1, my choice. So I bought these 2 from Hobby Lobby, and I wished I'd bought a second set because I want to do the rainbow. So I already know what I'm going to do with these. Thank you, Courtney. You completed what my vision was for these nutcrackers. We're going to be doing some spray painting. Hint, hint. A light bulb ornament. So this, we have one of the items that I said we had to craft with was a light bulb. So this is a little bit different of a take on a light bulb. It's an ornament. We'll see what I do with that. Item number 3, my choice, is a cute little mini mason jar. You guys know I'm obsessed with mason jars. So this one, I can handle this one. Item 5, my choice. These were so cute. Honey, look. They're little reindeer. You smelling the puppies, your puppy friends? Anyway, here's the reindeer, so cute. I'm thinking, you know, we're gonna do something Rudolph-y themed today. Let's come down here, let's see what else we got. We've got a snow globe. This is very Christmas, but we can do something with the back. It's another my choice item. All right, and then challenge item ornament. Oh, she uses her cute custom wrapping paper to wrap this one up. It's a present, but we'll see. Okay, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me bring you back up here. Because if this is what I think it is. Oh my gosh. Literally, I have to craft with this a nugget, chicken nugget, dipping in sauce. What in the world? The funny thing is we call Honey our chicken nugget. Hi, little chicken nuggie. So that is kind of funny. Maybe I need to theme this around Honey. I have no idea. A chicken nugget? And then this is like a true challenge item for me now, is this stinking box, which she even labeled, that says item number 10, challenge item shipping box. Yeah, so as you can see, it is rough, and we're gonna have to make it look fabulous, which we're gonna do. I'm gonna gather my thoughts, get some ideas, and we're gonna get to crafting. So let's go. All right, Christmas crew, let's go. Let's tackle this box. I was up for the challenge, and I swear I deserve brownie points for not asking to swap out this box. We are going to use it sort of as is, and here is the inspiration for this project. Almost a $50 Santa mailbox. We're going to make ours even better, even cheaper, and yes, even using this destroyed box. So I thought the first thing would probably be a really great idea is just to turn it inside out. So the outside of the box would be the inside would be the outside now, and it would look a little better, and it would, you know, not be so tore up. But we're gonna cover it up. I grabbed some red poster board from Dollar Tree. We're gonna wrap it around, use some hot glue here, and just literally like wrap this box with some poster board. Now, it took a lot of brain power and some time off camera to figure out the right angle for the top of this. So this is what I ended up with, but I just took my scissors, cut a triangle out of each side, so I was able to pull the flap down and you would get that angled effect. And then I just used some regular Scotch tape to tape down both of the sides and that back flap to the back of the poster board. Now the back side I wasn't too concerned about, you're not going to see that, but you will see the bottom, so that needed some covering, so I just traced it onto another piece of poster board, traced around it, cut it out, and then glued it on. Next up, I created a square shape, cut it out that was a little bit wider than the box. And we're going to create sort of that flap of the mailbox with this. So I started with that kind of square shape first, but we want to make sort of an intricate detail on the bottom. So using the box as a guide, I folded over so I knew where the front was, that front section there, and then I used a plate and a bucket to round the edges and make it sort of fancy looking. So a ruler came in handy here to make sure the side scallops were even, and a pencil, and then just took my scissors and cut that out. So we're kind of working on these piece by piece. Now we're going to work on the back piece. This is going to be the part that's going to help it stand up, keep it rigid. And so we need to make this piece, which is just a piece of foam board from Dollar Tree, cut down a little bit wider than the size of the box. Then we're going to use another piece of poster board to cover up the front of the foam board. So cut it down to size. I cut mine just a little bit wider so you didn't see the edges of the foam board, and then took my hot glue, glued that poster board onto the foam board, and then glued that box onto the front of the backing. And now's the part where things are going to start coming together and looking super cute and fancy. So I'm adding some vinyl decals onto the front of the flap for this mailbox, and I will have all these designs available in my Cricut Design Space profile, so I'll link that down below for you. But no worries, if you don't have a Cricut machine, grab out a white paint pen and you can create your own designs on the poster board that way. Now, I will say it would probably take me a full day if I wanted to create this mailbox and make it 100% functional, but I didn't have that kind of time. But I'm sure somebody could do that and make this a super awesome mailbox that is functional. Go for it if you have the time. I just cut a slit in the top because I do want to add some cute little Santa mail in here and make it look cute. And then I wanted this also to look dimensional, so I grabbed some foam mounting tape from Dollar Tree, added a bunch of those to the top and part of the front of this mailbox, so that way the flap of this mailbox would be raised and look a little bit more dimensional. And now for some more cute vinyl decals, or grab out your paint pen and make your own designs, but we're going to mimic that inspiration piece, and that one said North Pole Post on the front of the mailbox, so I'm adding that on there, as well as a cute scrolly piece for the top of the mailbox, that backboard at the top. All of these designs will be in that same file that I mentioned over on my Cricut profile that'll be linked down below. Now here's for that cute Santa mail. I do have a free printable for you, so again, that will be linked down below for you as well. I just printed it out on some computer paper. I printed two sizes because I didn't know if I wanted a big one or a small one. The smaller one seemed to be a better scale size for this piece, so I just cut it out and then stuck it right into the mail slot of the mailbox. And one extra little piece of detail, I felt like I needed kind of like a hinge at the top, so I had a dowel rod. I'm going to paint that red and then hot glue that onto that little crease at the top. And I just feel like that kind of helped make everything look a little bit more realistic and pulled together. One other detail I also wanted to add was I wanted this to look more metal versus like paper, and some of the edges were white, so I took a red paint pen and went around the edges of the cut poster board. I actually really liked this little bit of detail that I added because, like I said, it kind of gave it more of a metal look versus just paper put together. And this is how it turned out. I could not be happier. This thing is a monster. It's about 20 inches tall by 13 inches wide. definitely a good size project that is just so, so cute. A box, poster board, foam board, and some decals, and a lot of hot glue. I also have to mention that with these mystery box challenges, there's also a whole award ceremony and voting process, and you get to take part in it. There will be a cheat sheet linked down in the description box below. So once you watch all of the videos, you can go over, vote for your favorite projects. There's lots of different categories, and then Courtney will put out an awards show in about a week that you'll be able to come back and watch. And I hope that this one impressed you, especially since I had to use that terrible, awful shipping box, which I get was my own fault because I picked that rule, but I'm so in love with this. Can't wait to use it for holidays to come. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the random act of kindness that I chose. I was on Facebook, and one of the groups that was local had posted, if you have a group that is needing help, post the links here. So I just happened across this, found one that was a local foster care group, and they had an Amazon wish list that had tons of different Christmas books on it. So that's what I chose to do. I went through, found some cute books, sent them over to this organization that hopefully will bring some Christmas smiles to some little ones over the holidays. And so this is me encouraging you to do your own random act of kindness. It can be something so small and so little, like holding the door for somebody or gifting something. Courtney has been so gracious, and she has also made a list of different options and ideas for random acts of kindness. So if you're kind of stumped on what to do, I'll have a link to a printable that you can print out and do your own random acts of kindness this year. I hope to continue doing some more over the holiday season, as it brings me so much joy to help others and spread smiles and joy for the holidays. And I hope that you all will take that opportunity as well and do some random acts of kindness too. So I thought this was going to be the easiest project of all because I already knew what I was going to do with these, because I told you in the intro that I wanted a second set of these so I could make a rainbow set of nutcrackers for my crafting area, and that is what I did. But these guys were a little bit difficult to spray paint, but I have so much fun spray paint. I love using it, and I decided I was going to set up the spray paint cans before I actually painted anything to make sure I got the right color combination. And it would all look cute once I was done. But it was a little bit difficult to paint these guys because they're so tiny. You have to open the mouth, pull up the little handle thing in the back, and make sure to get all those nooks and crannies. So because I had so many different colors, it was sort of a process and a little bit here and there, and I was knocking them off the table because they were so little and they were blowing over in the wind and everything. But worth the effort, because look how cute these turned out. These are the first 3 of all 10. Let me show you how the rest of this goes. So here we go, my little colorful army of nutcrackers, the cutest thing. I am totally obsessed with them, so I'm so happy that Courtney made my dream come to life. Let's set these up on the shelf so you can really see how cute they look, all displayed. So I love all these colors. I also love spray paint because you can really personalize a lot of different items and then keep your color scheme the same because you get so much in a can of spray paint. So you can see they're the same colors as my Daily DIYer logo that I created. So everything just kind of meshes and flows beautifully together. And I will make sure to link the spray paint I used along with all the other supplies you'll see in today's video down in the description box below. I was so excited to craft with these super cute reindeer ornaments. It came with a ton, and I was like, please have enough to do all the reindeer, and I did. And I even had some left over, so I have another project at the end. So stay tuned to that so you can see what I do with the extra reindeer. So of course, we are making the whole gang. We are making Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course, Rudolph too. Grabbed out a frame from the Dollar Tree, 8x10 size. We're gonna cut off all the jute hangers off of these reindeer, and then yes, I have a free printable for you. And I have done all the work for you. So I laid all these out, made sure they were evenly spaced, measured it up so I knew how far to space each one of their names out, created a free printable for you that has all the reindeer names on it. So all you have to do is head over to the link that I'll have in the description box below, click it, download the free printable, print it out on some regular computer paper or cardstock, whatever you want to do, and then cut out around the border edge. Next, you'll just put that printable into your picture frame, put the backing back on there, and then grab out your hot glue and start adding your reindeer above each of the names. Now, of course, you'll see we have a whole slew of Rudolphs, and we can't have that, right? We only need one Rudolph. The rest need some brown noses. Rudolph has the red nose, so I grabbed out some little mini brown and one red pom-pom. For the noses, we're just going to take the hot glue, add a little dot onto each nose, and pop those pom-pom balls right on. All right, that's so much better, right? We have all the reindeer in order now, so much better. And don't forget to head down to the description box below, click that link so you can download this and make your own reindeer gang and sign for your Christmas decor too. Now for the snow globe, which is so appropriate because it is actually snowing outside right now. Our first snow of the season is happening, so I am definitely getting into this project. We are gonna remove the string off of this, remove the tag off the back, take a little bit of heat, get that sticker off the back, because we're gonna use the back side. We're gonna make this easy. We don't need to do any sanding or anything. We just need to use the back side, clean it up, get those stickers off, get the residue off. I like to take my tool and just kind of scrape it along there. And then we're gonna paint it white. I was so glad I picked up this clear plastic ornament from Hobby Lobby. I knew it was gonna come in handy for something, and it's gonna come in handy for this 3D snow globe that we're gonna create. We're just gonna need half of it. We're gonna pop off the little hanger, plastic hanger that's on the top so it's not sticking out, and then lay it on our snow globe, take a pencil, kind of trace around the bottom there, and we're gonna start adding some snow to give it some dimension. So I love this stuff. It is Snow Rider. You can use white puffy paint, but it takes a lot longer to dry. I like to let puffy paint dry overnight. This stuff dries so much quicker, so I'll link it down below for you. We're making a snowy scene here, so some snowflakes, and of course our little snowy bottom, just adding some texture. We're also gonna come in with the glitter. Courtney does not like glitter, but I love to use glitter any chance I get, so we're gonna add some little glitz and glitter into that snow as well and make it glistening. And next, the bottom, we're gonna give this a sort of metal look. So instead of using paint, I'm using silver rub and buff. So I'll link that down below for you too. I love this stuff, especially the gold. I don't use the silver as much, but I thought this was a great chance to use it and make the bottom look like silver metal, which kind of goes with the snowy scene a little better than gold. So adding that, making sure to get the sides and the front. I did a couple coats. That also dries really, really quickly for you, which I love. And now we're gonna use that wrapping paper from the mystery box. And I was just really careful. I cut out Rudolph, Clarice, and a Christmas tree. They're a little bit flimsy, and I also want to make these kind of 3D and stand out a little bit. So I used some adhesive and used that to glue it down to some cardstock, and then went ahead and cut out all the details of each one of the pieces so they had some more thickness to them. These are Pop Dots. You can find these at Dollar Tree too. We're gonna add those to the back sides of these little stickers. We're just gonna make them look more dimensional for us, like the mounting tape squares that we used in the Santa mailbox project at the start of this video. I love these things. Those are what really give your projects a little bit more character. So we're gonna add this Christmas tree to the middle, and then Clarice and Rudolph to each side. Now, I love glitter, but I don't know why. This stuff just kind of makes me twinge a little bit. It is so messy. But I don't know how you have a snow globe without the fun snow. So I honestly went pretty slim on the amount that I used in the snow globe because of that, and then I kind of regretted it. I wish I would have added a ton more snow, but once I had the glue on there, I didn't want to take it back off. So there is a little bit of snow in the bottom, but you can go kind of heavy-handed with the amount of snow that you put in these, and it's still fun. It's still shakeable. It's still usable, like a regular snow globe, which I love. And then the only other thing I did was add some twine to the bottom of this to give it a little bit more color. All right, so we're gonna gather ourselves right now because this challenge item was so incredibly challenging, and it's kind of making me twinge right now going back through this project with you. I really tried. And my hope was that I could cut the top of this chicken nugget off, and it was just not happening. You can see all the different techniques and ways I tried to get the top of this nugget cut off, and it was just not working. Nothing I was doing was working. I don't know if it's made of resin or what, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna gather ourselves, we're gonna put our crafty thinking caps on, and we are gonna work with this chicken nugget. So instead of it being shorter, we're gonna make this kind of extra tall, because my thought process here was, you know, the dipping cup kind of looked like a chimney, and I could maybe use some clay to make Santa going down the chimney. Okay, so like the thought process is coming together now, right? So I added the air dry clay on here. I didn't want Santa sticking up quite so far, but because we couldn't cut the chicken nugget, we just went with it. So we have a very long Santa Claus, which you'll see why I wanted to cut it down here in a little bit once it's all done, but it's okay. We're doing this. We're working with this. I also am using a dollar spot wood house that I had from a couple years ago from Target. And we need to add a little triangle on there to extend the chimney so that the chimney would sit on top of it. So I had my husband do me a favor, cut this triangle out for me. And then we're gonna hot glue and super glue that piece of wood to the top of this house to create the chimney. All right, so now that's good, snug, tight on there. We're gonna tape it off and paint the chimney red, as well as the bottom of the chicken nugget cup, so it all blends together. It's all gonna flow together as a beautiful chimney on the top of this wood house. All right, so one of the other twists to this was to use a birthday candle in the mystery box in some way or another. So I grabbed these red and white ones that look like candy canes from the Dollar Tree, cut the little wick part off, and we're gonna use some puffy paint and those candles to add some detail to this house, kind of like a gingerbread house.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town.
All right, so the thing about air dry clay is it needs to sit overnight, or at least the kind that I did. So this is the next day. It was a little cracky. I wasn't really, that was not appropriate, but I'm gonna leave that in there because it was like the clay was kind of cracking. And so I thought I'd add a little skim coat on it and use some lightweight spackling to fill in some of those cracks. And that smoothed it out really, really nicely. So I also let that dry, and then it was time to paint. Oh, it was time to sand. So there was a little bit of smoothing out that needed to happen with the spackling. So I just hit it with a piece of sandpaper really quickly, and then went ahead and painted the Santa Claus's clothes.
Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, yeah. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before. As we walk.
Are you seeing this? Are you finally seeing this come to life, come together? My vision for the Santa Claus going down the chimney? Yes. But what's really going to pull this together is using some white hot glue sticks. I'll link them down below for you. I love them for gingerbread houses. It's just kind of a nice hack. Whenever you need to put your gingerbread houses together, you can use white glue sticks so it looks like frosting and icing, but it holds up a heck of a lot better. So I added some of that to the top of the chimney to make it look snowy, and to the top of the boots after I glued those on there to help tie this all together.
Wishing all a Merry Christmas.
Now to put our chicken nugget, or I mean Santa Claus going down the chimney on the top of this house, which is why I needed that kind of like extender piece so it would sit flush. And you'll also see why I wanted to cut the chicken nugget down, because Santa Claus looks pretty big on the top of this house. But again, we went with it. We went with the flow. We made it work. And I think, you know, that's a pretty creative way to use a chicken nugget ornament. More detail, we're not done. We're gonna take that white hot glue and start adding some more snow to the chimney, which really makes it look a little bit more realistic. Can't forget the trees. I had some of these mini ones from Dollar Tree, so we're gonna glue those to the front of this house, and that was what I'm gonna call good for this challenge. You know, we worked in the candles, we worked in a chicken nugget ornament, and in the end, we got this cute gingerbread house village. Oh yeah, I added a wreath to the top there too. I kind of put this project out of my head after I was done with it, because it was a little tedious, but I was not giving up. And I think, you know, paired with some other houses, this actually looks super cute. So I'm definitely not getting rid of this. This is staying. This is gonna be a staple piece in the she shed, in the Cozy Christmas Cottage for years to come. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that project, but we're gonna move on to the next project, which is having to use a light bulb from the mystery box. And so I wanted to make a North Pole. I didn't have a pole or a tube, so I'm gonna use the wrapping paper left over from the mystery box, taped it up, and then we're gonna wrap the pole in red and white candy cane stripe wrapping paper to make it look more like a North Pole. Lots of pole references here. So we're gonna wrap this up a few times, cover up that green really well, and use some tape, cut off the ends, and kind of tuck it to the inside of the roll to cover up the ends. Now for the light bulb, we're gonna twist this off. We're not gonna use the hanger part, just the plastic clear part. We're gonna take this outside. I have some of this stained glass red spray paint, so it's kind of see-through. I know I said it's snowing outside, but you definitely couldn't tell by this day that I did this project. It is St. Louis, Missouri weather. It is 50 degrees one day and below 0 the next. You just never know around here. So I got that painted. Back inside, for the bottom and the base of the pole, this is a wood tray from Dollar Tree. We're just gonna paint that out white. Once that crate was dry, I took a 1/2-inch size drill bit and drilled a hole right in the center of that tray. You're gonna drill a hole whatever size dowel rod you're gonna use, because we're gonna insert that here in a little bit. But first we need to feed in some fairy lights so we can make our North Pole glow. So feed the wire up through the center of the tray. Make sure the on-off switch is hidden underneath. We're then going to take that wire and push it through the roll, the paper roll tube, up through the pole. I used a barbecue skewer, like a needle, to get it all the way through there. Pulled it the rest of the way up, inserted the dowel rod, and then fed that roll up through the dowel rod to make this stand up. Now we're going to add those fairy lights up inside of the light bulb ornament and then stick the ornament right on top of that roll.
I felt like it still was missing something, so we're going to continue and embellish this, make it even better. This is a wood slat from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint that red and add a decal to it that says North Pole. I will also have this design linked down in the description box below for you. It will be in my Cricut design space. And as always, if you don't have a Cricut, no worries at all. Grab out a white paint pen. I will link my favorite ones down in the description box below for you, but unfortunately, I don't have the best handwriting, so I absolutely love my Cricut machine to make my projects look so much better than I could using a paint pen. So cute, right? Now all I need to do is hot glue this sign to the front of the pole, and we are not done yet. I felt like we needed some snow, we needed some snowballs. So I also grabbed some of these larger size snowballs from the Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 3. So I grabbed 2 packs because we're gonna use 4 of them and just hot glue them kind of in piles at the base of the North Pole. And here we go again with our white glue sticks. I'm telling you, you need these. You need these for Christmas and winter crafting. It adds that snowy texture, so I'm adding some to the base of the North Pole, some to the snowballs, and yes, even some to the North Pole sign. Look how cute this is. I mean, I think this one turned out pretty good too, but don't forget, you need to go vote. If you agree, or if you love this project, make sure you are writing these down in your cheat sheet, and make sure to head over and vote at the link down in the description box below. I have another free printable for you for this DIY, which I'll have linked down below. So we're going to grab out that little mini mason jar from our mystery box. I was so grateful that this label just peeled right off. You know what I'm talking about. It could be such a pain to get Dollar Tree labels off stuff. But don't worry, if you pick this one up, it'll come right off. So I told you I also had some leftover reindeers. Yep, I'm going to add one to the top of this mason jar. And here is your free printable, linked down below. They're cute little tags that say reindeer noses on them and to and from. So you'll print that out on some cardstock, punch a hole in it, add some string, tie it onto your mason jar, and then fill it with some brown and red little treats, candies in there so they look like reindeer noses. All right, so I saved this green Christmas tree tray to the very end because honestly, that's what had me more stumped than anything. And then I got a genius idea. We're gonna make a buttercream board. So I picked up this cupcake icing from Walmart to make things easy, make life easy. They come with the tips. All you do is screw it on and then definitely give it a test. You kind of got to get a feel for it so your tree looks really pretty when you're done, and it has a little bit of goo that comes out at first. So you want to get that out before you head over to your tray. Of course, wash your tray, use soap and water, and then come in with your icing and just make little easy star dollops onto the tray in a Christmas tree shape. And then you can decorate your Christmas tree. So I used some red M&Ms for this. I totally forgot I also had some Christmas light sprinkles. That would have been so cute on this too, but use whatever you have, whatever you think is cute, just to make it festive. Then I have had this wood tray for a couple years now. I use it all the time because I love making charcuterie boards. And in this case, this is my very first buttercream board. So basically what you do is you fill this tray with treats, specifically treats that you can then dip into the icing like you would, you know, any kind of dip, just more on the sweet side. So I added lots of different cookies, some candies, and just had fun kind of creating this fun Christmas buttercream board. And don't forget to head down to the description box below. It is chock full of important links, including those for the free printables, the supplies I used in today's video, a playlist link, of course, that'll continue on throughout this mystery box challenge and all the other creators, the page for the ideas for random acts of kindness. There's a link for where you can go to vote for your favorite projects, and that cheat sheet so you can follow along and pick your favorite projects as you work your way through the playlist.
I thoroughly enjoy doing the Mystery Box Challenge, so thank you to Courtney for inviting me to host this month. You're definitely going to want to go click the playlist that I'll have a link down below so you can continue on and find more Christmas inspiration throughout all these videos and all of the fun DIYers who are taking part in the Mystery Box Challenge today. And if you're new to the Cozy Christmas Cottage channel, thank you so much for joining me. You definitely want to subscribe as I post new videos here every single week from July through December. So we are coming up on the end of the season, but I still have so many great ideas to share with you that you're not going to want to miss. And I know this is so funny, but if you've made it to the end of this video, leave me a chicken emoji down in the comments below. That kind of represents the chicken nugget ornament that Courtney sent me. I appreciate every single one of you that are part of my Christmas crew. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next one. Have a very happy holiday season.